This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years. Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. Well, first of all, one's very fortunate if you get to work on just one of these in your career. We're introducing 3 revolutionary products of this class. The first one is a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone. And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device. 3 things: a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device, and we are calling it iPhone. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. And here it is. Let me talk about a category of things. The most advanced phones are called smartphones, so they say. And the problem is that they're not so smart and they're not so easy to use. They're really complicated. Just for the basic stuff, people have a hard time figuring out how to use them. This is what iPhone is. Okay? What's wrong with their user interfaces? Well, the problem with them is really sort of in the bottom 40 there. It's this stuff right here. They all have these keyboards that are there whether you need them or not to be there. It doesn't work because the buttons and the controls can't change. But what we're going to do is get rid of all these buttons and just make a giant screen. We're going to use a stylus. No. No. Who wants a stylus? You have to get them and put them away and you lose them. Yuck. We're going to use the best pointing device in the world. We're going to use a pointing device that we're all born with. We're born with 10 of them. We're going to use our fingers. And we have invented a new technology called multi-touch, which is phenomenal. It works like magic. And boy, have we patented it. And here's the quote. People who are really serious about software should make their own hardware. You know? Alan said this 30 years ago. We've designed something wonderful for your hand. And this is what it looks like. It's got a 3.5-inch screen on it. It's really big. When you bring iPhone up to your ear to take a phone call, it turns off the display and it turns off the touch sensor instantly. Well, why do you want to do that? Well, 1, to save battery, but 2, so you don't get spurious inputs from your face into the touch screen. Just automatically turns them off. Take it away, boom, it's back on. All righty. And to unlock the phone, I just take my finger and slide it across. All right? You want to see that again? Go to sleep. We wanted something that you couldn't do by accident in your pocket, and just slide it across. Boom. Well, how do I scroll through my list of artists? How do I do this? I just take my finger and I scroll. That's it. All right. I could play with this for a long time. We have touch controls on here, of course. Isn't that awesome? Pretty cool, huh? We've just started. I was giving a demo to somebody a little while ago who'd never seen this before inside Apple. And I finished the demo. I said, "What do you think?" They told me this. He said, "You had me at scrolling." I could turn on a speakerphone like this if I wanted to.
Hello, Steve.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Well, it's been 2.5 years, and I can't tell you how thrilled I am to make the first public phone call with iPhone. Whoa, whoa, what is this? I've got another call coming in. Johnny, can I put you on hold for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I put Johnny on hold, and Hi, Phil.
Hey, Steve, I want you to be the first call.
Do you have anything to say on the first phone call?
It's not too shabby, is it?
It's not too shabby. And there it is. Right? It's that simple. I can just take my fingers and we call it the pinch. And so I can just move them further apart and stretch the image. When you have a chance to get your hand on it, you'll agree, we have reinvented the phone. If you've ever used what's called a web browser on a mobile phone, you'll know how incredible this is. I hope you never really know. Starbucks. So I'm going to search for Starbucks, and sure enough, there's all the Starbucks. And there it is, and let's give them a call.
Good morning, Starbucks Sternhauer. How can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to order 4,000 lattes to go, please. No, just kidding. Wrong number. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yep. Isn't that incredible? Right on my phone. It's the internet in your pocket.
Steve says that each company should do the absolutely best thing that they can do every time, and I think he's shown it once again today. And internet architectures, right? And I thought, you know, if we just sort of merge the companies, we could call them Apple Goo.
iPhone is like having your life in your pocket. It's the ultimate digital device. People spend $499 on this combination. What should we charge for iPhone? For 4 gigabyte model, we're going to price it at that same $499. No premium whatsoever. We're going to be shipping these in June. We're announcing it today because with products like this, we got to go and get FCC approval, which takes a few months. And we thought it'd be better if we introduce this rather than ask the FCC to introduce it for us. Clicker is not working. All right. They're scrambling backstage right now. You know, when I was in high school, Steve Wozniak and I, mostly Steve, made this little device called a TV jammer. And it was this little oscillator that would put out frequencies that would screw up the TV. And Woz would have it in his pocket. And we'd go into like a dorm at Berkeley where he was going to school, and a bunch of folks would be watching like Star Trek. And he'd screw up the TV, and somebody'd go up to fix it. And just as they had their foot off the ground, he'd turn it back on. And if they put their foot back on the ground, he'd screw up the TV again. And within 5 minutes, he'd have somebody like this for the rest of the Star Trek episode. 1% market share equals 10 million units. This is a giant market. If you just 1% market share, you're going to sell 10 million phones. And this is exactly what we're going to try to do in 2008, our first full year in the market. Today, we've added to the Mac and the iPod, we've added Apple TV, and now iPhone. The Mac is the only one that you really think of as a computer. Maybe our name should reflect this a little bit more than it does. So we're announcing today, we're dropping the computer from our name, and from this day forward, we're going to be known as Apple Incorporated. We've been so lucky at Apple. We've had some real revolutionary products. The Mac in 1984 is an experience that those of us that were there will never forget. And I don't think the world will forget it either. The iPod in 2001 changed everything about music. And we're going to do it again with the iPhone in 2007. There's an old Wayne Gretzky quote that I love. I skate to where the puck is going to be, not where it has been. And we've always tried to do that at Apple, since the very, very beginning. And we always will.